Hello everyone. Okay, can I please ask you to watch this video till the end and you tell me your opinion about this, because I'm kind of mad at people, some of the YouTube reviewers that are out there and saying that like ray tracing doesn't matter, like you cannot really tell the difference. I've played even Cyberpunk and I couldn't see any difference with ray tracing on and off, and I'm just going mad. Like, I'm not an Nvidia fan. Like, I'm paying more than $1,000 for a graphic card, so if it's AMD that has a better product, I'll get AMD. If Nvidia has a better product, I'll get that. I don't care which company is producing that product. Like, the one that has a better product with a better value, I'll get that card. So, and I'm a small channel, so like no one cares about what I think about being a fanboy for Nvidia or AMD. But like, come on, please watch this video till the end and tell me your opinion that you can or cannot tell the difference. Okay, so this is a setting, and first guess if this is ray tracing on and off, on or off. But so here's the thing, look at the surfaces. You can see some reflections, right? Like, you can see the reflection of this part on the ground. You can see some stuff from the car, not super clear, but you can still see some stuff, right? And for example, or even look at this sign, you can see some reflections, but it's not an A. You just can't see those two sides. It's more like a triangle, right? Now this is, and look at this part, look at these colorful thing, reflection, like where that reflection is coming from. So this is not real ray tracing. It has some random reflections on. So if I go to setting, ray tracing was off. Okay, now if I turn it on, you see that that reflection goes away because it was not realistic. It's not from those lights in there. Like, that cannot shine any reflection here. So that was some random stuff. Now look at this. This is way more clear. Like, it is an actual reflection on the ceramics. Now this car is more clear. That car is more clear. Now if I go to the sign, now look at the sign. It's an actual A. You can see that line. Like, and okay, something that maybe we didn't pay attention. Look at those lights on top of the ceiling. And look at the floor. You can see them, right? Now let me turn off ray tracing. It's gone. You can't see them. And please don't tell me that you will not be noticing these in the game, because when you walk around, it just looks gorgeous. Let me go to one of my save games that, like, I know there is a water pond and I can show you the reflection from water, because that's kind of the best example. That the reflections from waters are just insane. You cannot tell the difference when ray tracing is on or off. Okay, so for example, look at this. This is a pond of water and there's some random reflections. Like, some of the stuff, they just don't even exist. Like, this is, I think, the best place to see that. Like, you see a purple thing here, but where's that purple thing? Like, I can't see anything. Like, look at, there's a red thing, then there's another purple with some white stripes in the middle. Like, where the hell is that thing that you're seeing the reflection from? These are not real reflections. Or look at that sign. It just has some random colors that looks like that sign, but you can't like see that sign actually reflecting from the surface. Okay, this is ray tracing off. And if I go ahead and turn on ray tracing, now look, you see that sign, which one? It keeps changing. It's this one. Now you can see that bar is supposed to be the bottom of this sign, and you can actually read the words of the sign from the reflection. Okay, now look at these ones. Like, you can see that sign right here in the reflection. You can tell which is reflecting where. Like, look at this sign. Now this is an actual reflection of that billboard. Same with the other one. Even at this angle, you can see that it's that one. It's not just some random reflection, that it's not just some blurry surface that looks terrible. Like, they're not doing exact ray tracing when it's off, but they are having some like reflection that, you know, the scene is not just super boring. Or look at these two, okay? And the one on top. So that sign and these two, you can see them here, right? Or that sign for that matter. Or the two on the sides of that. This is just an example. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and turn ray tracing off again. Now look, there is nothing. Like, how can you say, I was just watching a YouTube video. I'm not gonna tell a name because he's a pretty nice person. Like, he can tell whatever he likes, and I agree with most of his opinions, but this one, I'm not sure. Maybe he's not turning off the whole ray tracing off, because like, you can turn this guy down, say like ray trace lighting, sorry, and you can still see them because it's still doing the ray tracing. You're not turning the ray tracing off, right? You have to totally turn it off so that there's no ray tracing. Like, if he's saying that he cannot tell the difference, then I'm guessing that he hasn't done it right. Like, look at these two, like all of them. This thing is totally gone. Like, I cannot say, oh wait, if you come to this angle you can see some stuff, but again, like that sign, you cannot see the head. Like, why the hell can I? You barely can see that at a very specific angle, but still, the image is not clear. Look at the axe, you cannot tell the axe. Or the other one, it's just some random, not, you know what I mean by random, it's not completely, you know, ray traced. But when you turn it on, you can tell the shape. How can you tell me that you can, like, come on, you can read that sign on the reflection. You cannot do that. Like, I'm not gonna turn it on and off again. Like, you've seen it. If you turn it off, you cannot see anything on these reflections. And look, I've been playing Cyberpunk for more than 10 hours, and there are, like, at every place that I'm walking around, I can notice these things. Like, come on, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna pass by this pond seeing the reflections of the buildings around you, and you're not gonna be wowed? Like, this makes me feel good. Okay, I'm not saying that Nvidia is better than AMD or whatever. Like, I don't care. I'm paying money to buy a product. I care to get the best product with that amount of money. And I don't care that Nvidia is doing a better job as like ray tracing. All I'm saying is that ray tracing does fucking matter. Like, look at that. It could be sometimes even excessive. Like, in real world you would not even be able, I think, to see that building in this reflection. But hey, if they're doing the math, like, maybe you can see that. What they do is that they ray trace the photons from your eye to that pond of water and get it to the light source and stuff. So yeah, maybe you can see that, but maybe not this clear, you know, unless this thing is not really water, more like an ice, like a very clear ice. But I don't care. If it's excessive, that's a different story. But you cannot say that if I turn ray tracing on or off, come on, you cannot tell the difference between these two scenes. Like, you don't have to even put them side by side. Like, where the hell is the sign? It's not in front of me. I don't see any signs like that with those colors. What about behind me? Maybe it's that one, but that's the thing. I can't tell. Okay, I'm gonna do it one last time. I'm gonna turn this thing on, and it's gone because there wasn't anything, right? That was just a random thing. Now that billboard up there, you can see a kind of a orange color. It's there, and I cannot see it because of the source cannot reach the pond of water here, right? So yeah, whatever reflection you see, it doesn't mean it's ray traced. But now if I look at this pond, I can look up and find, oh yeah, that's the billboard that's being reflected here. I can tell those 3 billboards and the one in the corner, yeah, that's right there. I can see it. The one with the red white stripes, yeah, that's the top thing on the building. I can see it. Anyway, I really hope that you watched it till the end, and please tell me your opinion. Like, I'm not trying to get views or comments on this video. I've been pissed about this for like a month, that people don't show ray tracing benchmarks because they say it's not worth it. Like, I get the idea. There are not many games with ray tracing enabled. That's a valid point. Like, if you say, hey, if you're buying a GPU for just having the ray tracing, maybe it's not worth it because there are not many games out there. That's true. Like, the best games that you can play with ray tracing are Cyberpunk, Watch Dogs Legions, and Control. I think those are the best 3 games that are like kind of showcases for what ray tracing can achieve. I know Call of Duty had it and it was really good, but I wouldn't say it was as good as this one, especially because it's like a linear game. It's not an open world that you can just go around, see different stuff, you know. It's just a different game. So yeah, that's a completely valid point that, hey, if you're paying that amount of money for just ray tracing stuff, don't get too excited. It's just a very few selected games. And it could be that someone doesn't even like Watch Dogs or doesn't even like Cyberpunk, and you paid like, what, $1,000 for a GPU to have ray tracing, and it just has like 3, 4, 5 games at most, and you don't like half of them. That's a valid point, but saying that you cannot tell the difference between ray tracing on and off, no. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, please, just tell me what you think and give a dislike in this video. I don't care about getting views on this one. Like, I'm a new channel, I would like to grow, but this video is not to get some clickbait stuff to have some exciting title. I genuinely want to hear, like, come on, you can see that billboard right in this pond. One last time, I'm gonna turn off ray tracing and you tell me that you cannot tell the difference. There's nothing there. Like, see that kind of sign that was in that pond, and there was nothing that, you know, that had that signature. It's kind of appearing here. So it's kind of some random reflections based on the environment around. So just that it's not a boring, opaque scene here. So you can, when you're walking by, you know, you can see the light changing, you can see some colors on the ground, so you feel there is some reflection going on, and it's not a super boring ground with opaque stuff and nothing happening, right? So yeah.
Hey, look.
Please tell me what you think. I'm not talking about if the GPU is worth ray tracing or not. That's a whole different story, and that's for you to decide. That depends on your budget, on what you want to play. That's a totally different thing. All I'm asking is that, do you really think that ray tracing on and off does not change anything? Like, if you say it doesn't, I'm okay with that. But do tell that you cannot see the difference between ray tracing on and off. Anyway, I've just been mad at this point for like a month that people go and talk about it, that it doesn't matter, and I was just a bit mad, so I want to just get it out and maybe get a few friends that we can talk about this thing. And yeah, anyway, I really hope that you watched it till the end, and please tell me what you think. I'll really appreciate it, because I want to get some other opinions, not very few limited, you know, close friends or some big YouTubers that, you know, that's gonna be it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm not gonna say like, comment, or any like, subscribe or anything, because this video is just me being mad and wanting to get some second opinions of what other people are thinking about ray tracing, and if it really either doesn't matter to them. Like, you can be like, yeah, it is absolutely different, but it doesn't matter to me. That's fine. But I would really like to see if some people are gonna say that no, it doesn't show any difference. Like, I would like to hear something like that and see how you cannot see that difference. I'm not gonna be like, don't get it wrong, I'm not gonna be like, hey, it's stupid to say that I cannot tell the difference. For some reason, some people might not see any difference in the two scenes. Okay, I'm not judging, I'm just asking for second opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's it. It's just a short video, and yeah, take care everyone.